What is up, noobs and noobettes? Charles or Atingleee here, and welcome back to another video, guys. So today, it's finally time for the gold and diamond snipers video. I know a bunch of you guys have been waiting for this, and sorry for the delay, man. When I let you guys know what the fuck's been happening with me in an update video, you'll feel my pain. But either way, let's jump straight into the purpose of this video. So let's check out the challenges required in order to get gold for this weapon. Of course, I have a weapon variant that doesn't let me go into the fucking camos. Either way, firstly, you got to get 200 kills with the weapon. Then you need 160 headshots, 25 long shots, 50 kills while holding your breath, 50 kills with an optic and 5 attachments equipped, 20 double kills, and then 23 kill streaks. Doing all these challenges will get you gold, and getting gold on all the snipers will get you diamond. Either way, I'm going to stop blabbing. Let's jump into some gameplay and start off with the individual set of tips. Alrighty, let's get us started with the 200 kills. So obviously this is going to happen naturally, guys, but I would highly recommend playing an objective game mode like domination. This will remove the guessing work of having to find the enemy, and it'll just make it a lot easier for you to get kills. If you're not the greatest of snipers, I would definitely recommend hopping into a private match with some bots, getting used to getting your shot on target, becoming a better sniper there, and then hopping online and tearing that ass up. If you are using the DMR sniper or the Widowmaker, I would also recommend playing hardcore. The Widowmaker is a hit marker machine. They did buff it recently and either reduce the delay between the shots or reduce the recoil between them, so it won't be as bad. But if you are finding yourself getting a lot of hit markers, definitely hit up some hardcore action. And also the DMR is always a one hit kill in hardcore. If you're using the EBR sniper, always run around with the machine gun variant, guys. It's obviously going to be easier for you to use a machine gun than a sniper, so when you're doing all the challenges for this weapon, just use the machine gun. There's no point in sniping with this thing, honestly. Also, if you're not the greatest of snipers, I would recommend using the ELO sight. This will kind of turn your sniper into an assault rifle or a single shot rifle, and it'll just make it a lot easier for you as you won't have to wait for that scope to aim in. Alrighty, next up we have the 160 headshots. This is honestly a pain in the ass and is definitely the most time consuming challenge of them all. I don't know why they made snipers require the same amount of headshots as assault rifles, but whatever, nothing we can do. So my first tip, always sniper areas that have windows, for example a window in a building, as when campers are sitting in there, most of the time you'll only be able to see their head, and it'll just make it a lot easier for you to focus on actually shooting them in the head. Also, you want to make sure you're using cover wisely, guys. Always hop on head glitches, hop in those windows I just mentioned. It'll buy you enough time to get your shot on target and tag the enemy, whereas if you're standing out in the open, they'll be able to kill you a lot quicker, and it'll make it a lot harder for you to get your shot on target. Next up, definitely change up your reticle, guys. I'm not saying you have to take the scope off, but change up that default reticle. I don't know about you guys, but I'm not a big fan of that triangular kind of shape, and it definitely made it a lot harder for me to visualize where my shot was going to go. So definitely try to find a different reticle that makes it easier for you to be a lot more precise. And also, every time you're getting a kill with these snipers, especially when the enemies are not looking at you, go for headshots, man. As I said, this is the most time-consuming challenge, and you want to try to get this shit done as quickly as possible. And my last tip for this, make sure you're using ELO sight on smaller maps, as using a scope will definitely hinder you and make it a lot harder on yourself. Fuck that challenge, man. Either way, next up we have the 25 long shots. Surprisingly, this was actually a bit hard for me, and it was because I always underestimated how long a long shot was with a sniper. It's definitely further away than other weapons, so keep this in mind. You want to make sure you're going to those areas where snipers like to sit, and just keep picking them off, man. Let them keep coming back, keep getting those kills, and you'll get them in no time. Also, and this definitely helped me a lot, and you'll see it in the gameplay, you want to just float above objects and pick people off at range, man. I did this a lot, and I was able to get up to 10 long shots in one game just by repeatedly doing this, man. You need to realize in Call of Duty, a lot of people like coming back for revenge, so you just got to outsmart them and keep picking them off and get those kills, man. And also, obviously you want to stick to those long lines of sight, guys. Most maps have them. If they don't, then don't focus on going for long shots. But if they do, keep returning to those areas. If you kill 1 or 2 people there, as I mentioned, they'll keep coming back and you can keep picking them off. Next, we have getting 50 kills while holding your breath. Obviously, not too hard of a challenge, but it can be time consuming depending on the map you're getting and the people that you're versing. My tips for this is to remember to hold your breath with every kill that you get after you unlock this challenge. No matter if you're going for headshots, long shots, or just killing people normally, wherever you can, make sure you're holding your breath, guys. Also, a very big tip for you guys that do not like using scopes on snipers and prefer to use ELO, you can actually hold your breath while using the ELO sight. So if you are struggling to complete this challenge, make sure you equip that bad boy. Next up, we have getting 50 kills with an optic and 5 attachments. Again, a challenge that's gonna happen naturally, guys, but one of my biggest tips is to use ELO as the optic, man. There is no easier way to get kills with snipers than to use an ELO. Hey man, if you're an MLG quickscoper slash drag scoper slash fucking trick shotting machine, then by all means, use your damn scopes. But in my opinion, if you wanna get this challenge done as quickly as possible, make sure you're using that ELO sight. Also, don't make the same mistake that I did and prestige before you complete this challenge, man. You can't use 5 attachments on a weapon until you get to a certain level, so you don't want to screw yourself over by prestiging and not be able to do those challenges. I definitely did this, and then I was like, oh, it's alright, I'll just permanently unlock the ability to use 5 attachments. Hell nah, can't do it in this game, guys. Don't fuck up like I did. And now I'm going to group these last two together. We have the 20 double kills and the 23 kill streaks. Depending on how good you are with a sniper, these can be pretty tough to do, but hopefully these tips will help you guys out. Firstly, you want to make sure you're always using head glitches, especially near high traffic areas. This will mean you're going to be running into more enemies and increase your chances of getting these double kills. Next, always do your best to aim at spots where campers and snipers like to go. This will mean that you're constantly going to be having a stream of kills, or at least know where the enemies are, and it'll just make it easier for you to finish the challenges again. Next up, playing objective game modes will definitely help a lot with these two challenges. As I mentioned at the start of the video, it's always easier to predict where enemies are going to be in objective game modes, so it'll just remove the guessing work for you guys. It'll make it a lot easier for you to get into more gun engagements and hopefully get those double kills and 3 kill streaks a lot sooner. Next up, if you earn a UAV, do not call that bad boy in until you respawn. As soon as you spawn, whip that motherfucker out. You have a fresh UAV. You give yourself 30 seconds to hunt down some enemies, hopefully get some double kills, but more importantly, make it easier for you to get those 3 kill streaks. And my last tip for this is to use a silencer. It's a lot easier to get double kills and 3 kill streaks when the enemies don't know where you are, so being able to stay off the enemy's minimap will be a big bonus to you. And that's pretty much it, guys. Doing these challenges will get you this gold camo. Alrighty, now just some tips to help you speed up the overall process. So firstly, I personally found that using Phantom's pulsar payload helped a lot. Again, remove the guessing work out of finding the enemy. Definitely helped with those double kills and 3 kill streaks, and I would highly recommend using this. Next up, I would say a silencer is a must, guys. You honestly do not lose that much range to your damage, and it is definitely a lot more beneficial for you to use a silencer, sorry, because let's face it, snipers are some of the loudest weapons in the game, and whenever you shoot that bad boy, the whole world is gonna fucking hear you. So definitely equip that silencer and make it a lot easier on yourself. And my next tip, and I mentioned this a few times throughout the video, if you're not the greatest of snipers, or even if you are, honestly guys, you should definitely use the ELO sight when you unlock it. In my opinion, it makes these challenges a lot easier, and it allows you to treat the sniper more so like an assault rifle. And my next tip, and this one's a bit weird, but I would definitely recommend using the marksman perk, guys. This will allow you to see enemies' names from a lot further away, and it'll also give you a pretty decent reduced flinch. And this will not only allow you to keep your shot on target for longer and give you more time to get that shot off and kill the enemy, but it will also help you spot those enemies from long range and pick them off a lot more easily. And that's pretty much it, guys. Other than the usual things of using ghosts and UAVs and stuff, these are pretty much all my tips on how to get gold/diamond snipers as quickly as possible. Hopefully these tips did help you guys out. If you have any questions about anything I did mention, make sure you let me know in the comment section below. If you found this video useful or you enjoyed the gameplay in the background, make sure you hit that like, guys. Always like seeing those numbers increase, and you guys are fucking awesome for all the support lately. I really do appreciate it. But yeah, man, that's pretty much it for this video. Snipers were definitely one of the harder class of weapons to complete. Hopefully you guys don't struggle too much, and hopefully you're able to smash them out in no time. Either way, guys, that's pretty much it for this vid. I'll catch you all in the next one. Until next time, peace out, noobs.